The dreamer of Babylon. The golden halls of Babylon shimmered under the desert sun. Within the palace of King Nebuchadnezzar, the air was thick with incense, and the walls were lined with lion carvings and brilliant blue tiles. Daniel, once a captive from Jerusalem, now stood at the side of the most powerful man in the world. The king had been troubled. Night after night, the same dream tormented him. A great statue, towering and terrible, stood in his vision, its head made of gold, chest of silver, belly of bronze, legs of iron, and feet of iron mixed with clay. And then, a stone, not carved by human hands, struck the statue's feet, shattering it to dust. None of the king's magicians or sorcerers could interpret the dream, but Daniel, praying to the God of heaven, received the vision and its meaning. "O king," Daniel began with reverence, "you are the head of gold. After you will come inferior kingdoms, silver, bronze, and iron. But in the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that shall never be destroyed." Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face, shaken. A mystery had been revealed, but the seeds of pride remained in his heart. Though he praised Daniel's God, he soon erected a statue of gold and demanded worship. Thus began the testing of the faithful. The furnace and the fire. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel's companions, refused to bow before the golden image. The furnace roared with flames, 7 times hotter than usual. Bound and thrown in, they were expected to die instantly. But when the king peered into the flames, he was struck with awe. "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the fire? But I see 4 men, unbound, walking in the fire, and the 4th is like a son of the gods." The 3 emerged unscathed, not a hair singed, not even the smell of smoke on their garments. Nebuchadnezzar trembled. "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has delivered his servants." From that day, Daniel knew, God not only reveals secrets, he walks with his faithful through the fire. The madness of kings. Nebuchadnezzar's pride continued to swell. One night, he dreamed again, a great tree that reached the heavens, providing shelter to all. But a heavenly watcher decreed its cutting down, leaving only a stump. Daniel interpreted with sorrow. "O king, the tree is you. You shall be driven away from people, eat grass like an ox, and dwell with the beasts, until you acknowledge heaven's rule." So it came to pass. The mighty king lost his mind. For 7 years he wandered the wilderness, wild and unkempt, until he lifted his eyes to heaven and declared, "Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and glorify the King of heaven, for all his works are true." Meanwhile, Daniel grew in wisdom and favor, even as new powers plotted in the shadows. The writing on the wall. Belshazzar, Nebuchadnezzar's descendant, threw a feast, mocking the God of Israel. He drank from the sacred vessels, stolen from the Jerusalem temple, and praised idols of gold, silver, and stone. Then came the sign. A hand appeared and wrote on the wall, "Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin." Panic struck the court. None could read it, except Daniel. "You have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. Your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians." That night, Babylon fell. The age of gold had ended. Silver had taken its place. A new kingdom had begun. The beasts from the deep. Daniel, now a statesman under Darius the Mede, had a dream of his own. In the night, he saw a great sea churned by storm wings. From it rose 4 beasts. The first, a lion with eagle's wings. The second, a bear raised on one side with 3 ribs in its mouth. The third, a leopard with 4 wings and 4 heads. The fourth, dreadful and terrifying, with iron teeth and 10 horns. As Daniel watched, a little horn emerged from the last beast, speaking arrogant words and waging war on the holy ones. In the vision shifted, he saw a throne of fire. The Ancient of Days took his seat, and a river of flame flowed before him. Books were opened, and behold, Daniel wrote, one like a son of man came with the clouds of heaven. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. The beasts were empires, the little horn a persecutor, but the Son of Man would reign forever.